Today I'm going to go over Unit 6.1a in geometry. Today's topic is the surface area of prisms and cylinders. So a prism is a solid with two parallel congruent bases. Okay, so here in this picture, these pentagons are the bases. And then the sides, the rectangular sides, are called the lateral faces. Okay, so these sides we call the lateral faces. If we were to unfold this shape, you'd get something that looks like this. We call this a net. Okay, so we got our two hexagons on the top and the bottom, and then we have the rectangles. Okay, so we call this a net. This area here is going to be the sides of the shape. So this is what we call the lateral area. It's just the sides. It does not include the top and the bottom. Okay, so the formula for this is just an area of a rectangle. So it's just going to be the base times the height. The base of this rectangle, if we folded it back up, would be the perimeter of that pentagon. So lateral area is going to be the base times the height, which is going to be P perimeter H. P is the perimeter of the base. H is the height. A better way to refer to this is the distance between the bases. If we look at this shape here, we've got this pentagon. The height in this picture is vertical, but it doesn't always have to be drawn vertical. So the height is always going to be the distance between our two different bases. The surface area of a prism is going to be the lateral area plus the bases. So 2b or PH plus 2B. We've already defined P and H over here. B is the area of the base, and this can vary. In this case, it's a pentagon, so we'd use the area formula for a pentagon. If it's a triangle or a square, then we use those formulas. So let's take a look at an example. We're going to find both the lateral area and the surface area. So lateral area is going to be PH. Surface area is going to be the lateral area plus 2b. Okay, in general, any capital letter means we have some side calculation that we need to do. So our perimeter, okay, our bases in this case are these pentagons. So the perimeter is going to be 9 times 5 because it's the perimeter of the base. So that's going to be 45. And then I'm going to do a calculation for the area of the base. Area formula for a regular pentagon is 1/2 PA, or PA over 2. The perimeter we just found was 45. The apothem is given to us is 6.2. We'll divide that by 2. So the area of the base is 139.5. Now we'll plug those into our respective formulas over here. P is 45. Height is the distance between our two bases, which is going to be 7. So my lateral area is 315 kilometers squared. My surface area, we're going to take what we just found, 315, and add 2 of those bases that we calculated. Okay, this gives us a final answer of 594 kilometers squared. Okay, so now it's your turn to try this one. So go ahead and pause it, work through that example, and then we'll go through the answer. So we find the perimeter by adding up the sides of the triangle, because the triangles are our base, and we get 27. The area of the base is going to be 1/2 base times height of just the triangle. So the base of the triangle is 12. The height of the triangle is labeled as 4.5, so we get 27 for that. Lateral area is the perimeter times the distance between the bases, 6, which gets us 162. We'll add the 162 to the 2 bases and get 216 for our surface area. Next we have a cylinder, okay, which has 2 parallel congruent circle bases. Spell circle. Circle bases. Okay, the lateral area, okay, is going to be the side. So if you picture like a can of soup, the label would be the lateral area, the whole can would be the surface area. So for the lateral area, it's just going to be the area of this rectangle. Okay, this dimension here is going to be the height, it's going to be that distance. This is the perimeter of a circle, which is really the circumference. So the lateral area is going to be 2 pi r h. Okay, this distance is the circumference, this is our distance. R is radius, and h is our height. Surface area, then, we want everything, so we're going to add in these 2 circles. So it's going to be L plus 2 pi r squared, or 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. So let's look at an example. Sometimes you'll be given the radius, sometimes you might be given the diameter, so you'll have to divide by 2. We want the lateral area and the surface area. Okay, pretty easy here. We're just going to plug in these numbers. So this will be 2 pi 4 times 12, which gives us 301.6. This is centimeters squared. We'll take that 301.6, add that to 2 pi r squared. We plug that into a calculator and we will get 402.1 centimeters squared. So now it's your turn to attempt this one. So pause the video and see if you can get the right answer. So we plug in 2 for the radius, 1 for the height. We get 12.6 for the lateral area and 37.7 for the surface area. So that is the surface area of prisms and cylinders.